Greetings, people. Welcome to my playthrough of Captive Minecraft 4. Officially titled Winter Realm, or as I call it, Overhyped Caverns of Doom. Vertical vanilla viewing. Captive Minecraft 4, if you are not aware of it, is... Oops. I can't handle the... Sorry. Captive Minecraft 4 is a vertical Minecraft map. Instead of exploring around and about, you explore down. At the moment, I have a farm and some wheat growing in progress. I have 2 trees to chop down, and I need to do a little reorganization. Basically, how the water is coming out of here and down to here is not optimal. It should be coming down this line of blocks here. I'm going to drop some sunlight holes down in each of the 4 corners so that I can light up the area as I go. And coming down to the bottom, come on, there we go. This is my mob trap. It is a 2x3 spawning platform inside of blackness where I can kill monsters without being hurt in return. But it's not catching anything. Below me is a maximum number of monsters that is close enough to me that none of them are dying off. So I have to build a few more of these spawn boxes, stacking up as I go. So I can probably get a second one in this room, and then one up here, and 1 or 2 up into the air over here. But I'm going to have to go up a ways to actually kill off the mobs that are down already spawned at the bottom. I have to move up a ways before those mobs will despawn, and that will let mobs appear in my trap boxes. If I don't do that, then as soon as I go down a few more blocks, I will run into a maximum number of hostile mobs, something like 70 mobs waiting for me. And that will not be pleasant. Meanwhile, I need to figure out what to do about this polar bear. He arrived last episode when I expanded the world border and apparently woke him up. If I expand the world border again, I will probably have another polar bear come. And I'm going to want to ideally kill him off while he is not a threat, because apparently polar bears cannot be tamed, cannot be bred, cannot do anything except if a baby bear comes nearby, the adults will turn aggressive and attack you. So they are more disaster in waiting than anything else. All right, so I have a little farm remodeling and tree harvesting, and I will be back when that is done. I'm not exactly sure why I chose stone in the first place. I'm sorry, wood in the first place. It's flammable, and it would not surprise me if there's lava nearby, if I dig down, or something that will cause flammable wood to inflame. And it's not like I have a shortage of cobblestone, nor cobblestone stairs and slabs, or while I am at it, just because I am running a little low on health, some food. So here I am on the underground layer where the plumbing for the irrigation is happening. The water is coming in through here, running down this channel, over here. I'm going to want to run it down over here instead, down this channel. And it's going to fall down at this, instead of falling down here and being routed this way, it's going to fall here and be routed this way. So is that how I did it? 3 upper slabs fall down onto stone and move. 3 upper slabs fall down onto stone and move. Yes, that is. All right. There is one other project that I want to show you that I am doing over here. I have a little bit of grass on the side over here which will get turned into farmland, but I'm also putting a little grass here where I have to have a torch because of the water flow. I'm going to take this grass down, and I've already gotten it down. I'm going to put a layer of grass down at the bottom for the simple reason that once I get mobs able to spawn in the spawning chambers, I'm going to be able to have grass and passive mobs spawn down here. There's enough mobs outside of the world border that the passive mob limit has already been reached. But if the mobs outside of the world border don't count, then I'll be able to get some more passive mobs down at the bottom. I'm not sure what passive mobs I will get in a snow zone. If nothing else, I will get rabbits and some rabbit meat. But I actually don't know if I can get any other mobs besides that. I thought wolves spawn in this area, in the snow zones, and wolves mean I get doggies. So that is going to be one of my goals here. Alrighty. This has been driving me crazy for a couple of minutes, but I finally realized what I'm need to do. If I'm going to move these stairs out into the outer rim over here, so that it's not disturbing the farm area, and this in turn is going to be out here, and the staircase is moved over here, then I'm going to have the staircase on top of the outer monuments, or I should say the inner monuments, the first set of monuments that I can reach. And it took me a while to realize where that means I want it to go. Actually, on top of the monuments coming down this way. I'm probably going to have to go through these pillars, unfortunately. Well, there's no real problem with going through the packed ice pillars. They're a support, they look like a support structure, and they actually make the place look nice. But they don't actually do anything in game, and they are removable. And that's what I will need to do. Now the next thing is each floor of this mob trap is 4 blocks. You've got a base, 3 spawning blocks, and then a roof. And the roof becomes the next base. I have enough space to put this in on this floor. I can either use that block as part of the roof, or I can take out the packed ice and move it over a little bit. I am probably going to take out the packed ice, move it over. That will actually let me move this up 1, I think, which will let me get the grass a little closer. So I was playing around with this staircase over here, and it's very inconvenient. Actually, surprisingly, the ladder approach is more convenient. That actually came as a surprise to me. I was waiting for these blocks to freeze. For whatever reason, they're not freezing. So I just stuck a slab down here. The farmland is starting to dry out and will turn to grass, so I can fill in my holes and put things down. But the basic question now is I'm going to drop 4 light holes in the corners. And I want to make sure that I have light level 8 everywhere. The odd guy is going to be here. If I do it symmetrically, then this will give me 8 from all 4 directions, which means I'll have 8, 10, 12, 14. I will have my light hole either this spot or this spot. And it will be that way in each corner. 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 will be here or here. If I'm not going with the symmetrical approach, then I can put the light hole in this spot over here and make that 15. And I can do that in 3 of the 4 corners. That will be 15, 13, 11, 9, be 8 here and 8 here. And actually even that gives me overlap because I will have multiple spaces making each of these an 8. The idea is that I would have 4 spaces at 8 and everything around them at 9, 9, 10, 9, 9, yeah, 8, 8, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 9, 9, 10, and so on. Each space as far spread out as it can be, just because of the way the water is and the farm underneath. I'm probably going to want the, if I can get 1 light hole in this corner, that would be wonderful. This would be a 15, 13, 11, 9, should you make an 8 here? So oddly I can do that if I have this be one of the 4 8s. Nine, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I can actually have this. There we go. So if that's one of my 4 lighting spots, that will give me 8 out to here, which gets that whole corner lit. Then I will need this as 8, 10, 12, 14. Hello, Mr. Bear. You've got a fence under here, so that actually becomes the next place that I put for my... That becomes the next spot where I have the light source coming down. It's actually working a whole lot better than I thought it might. That's 1 8 light in that corner. This is an 8 light in this corner. You will need to be an 8 from a light. 8, 10, 12, 14. So the next one is going to be here. If I counted correctly, you will be the next one. This is the most frustrating and annoying bug I have come across so far. So once again, 8, 10, 12, 14, and to the right. 8, 10, 12, 14, and 1 to the right. 8, 10, 12, 14, and 1 to the right. And 8, 10, 12, 14, and 1 to the right. So those are going to be my 4 lighting holes. They will go straight down. They will provide light level 8 everywhere in large open areas. So those will be my sunlight tunnels, and that will allow me to have fully lit levels anywhere down as far as, well, for most of the, all of the current area as the world border expands. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. We'll go to here. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. So I can expand the world border quite a ways before I run out of space with that. So that will be a nice, workable world border expansion. Now I'm sure some of you caught that. If this is the 15 spot, 14, 13, 11, 9, 8 is here, but this approach requires the 8 to be here. So 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 actually should be here. And I can't put a torch on that spot. So now we have the recorder on. You're not only live on Twitch, you're actually going to be on the recording.
Oh, good.
So let's see what happens if I try this.
It took half a heart of damage and can't get to you.
Took a little more the second time, I think.
Oh, okay. It is. Yeah, you're right. It's like 2.5 or something.
That works. Dang.
Have a fish?
It was a... What?
It had fish.
Ooh. Unexpected, unexpected. I have as my achievement that I'm trying to get catch and cook fish. And given that there is no good source of string on this map, this is my mob farm. It is a 2x3 spawning platform, so it will spawn spiders. 3 high, so it will also spawn ender pearls. So that's supposed to be my source of string. But if I just manage to get a fish by accident...
I'm not sure how accidental that is, but that is still amusing.
It is very, very amusing. Let me get my furnace out and see if I have just managed to... I was expecting polar bear meat.
Yeah, I kind of was too. But I am not wholly surprised by the salmon because bears and fish and all that.
Yes.
But
all right, so I've got my free smelt over here. And let's see if this gives me the achievement that I need for this episode.
well, we'll do it in 10 minutes worth of footage and...
Oh, I have what is it? 17 minutes or so already edited. Yes, that gets me the achievement. I was actually worried I was going to have to catch the old school fish.
Mm-hmm.
So that actually gets me access to a brand new chest over here with pork chops that I can't eat. 2 more arrows, and what is a lingering potion of luck?
Luck. I know the luck enchantment for the fishing rod gives you better stuff when you fish.
All right.
I would assume that the luck potion would do similar things.
Okay. Now, I thought lingering potions were things that you dipped arrows into and they applied their action to the recipient of the arrow.
It could be that you dip the fishing rod into it.
Okay, I'd hate to have to shoot myself to get lucky in fishing.
But I don't know how that works. You may have to look it up.
All right. So the old one is saying that he got Cal Tipper from rabbits on his map. When you use it, when you use the lingering potion,
right.
it's a splash potion that stays in the air for a minute. So it makes a cloud that I just walk into.
Oh, interesting.
Yes. Yes, as the old one says.
Disassemble those trees.
Yes, as the old one says, there's a cave just a little under you. He played this map before, and he got rabbits at the start of the game, so he was able to get cow tipping that way. Apparently, all you need for cow tipping is just to pick up leather. You don't actually have to kill cows.
That's exactly what it is. You can do it from horses, too.
Really?
Yep. Horses drop 0 to 2 leather.
I've now managed to get an achievement sooner than I thought I would. Can you think of a good way to finish this episode off?
No. All
right. Then I'm going to make a couple of fences, fix this pan so that I expanded the world border and I moved towards where that guy came from. And fortunately, there isn't anything else running in my direction from there. Yeah, if I just had another polar bear show up on me. With the surprise easy acquisition of fish, that means my next episode is going to be about iron or leather.
Probably iron or leather because
those are the only options.
Cake without chickens.
Yeah, chickens and cows. Sniper duel, I can't get 50 meters away at the moment.
I've never gotten that achievement, I don't think. Not intentionally, anyway.
I can't get leather until I get a reward animal. So yeah, next episode is going to be all about iron or a reward animal for leather. The baby bears are friendly.
Well, so are the adult bears until there's a baby around.
Until there's a baby, yes.